Hi everyone. Right, this is a bit of a channel update about the progress of this software project, and but before that, I wanted to just briefly type out this little example that I discovered in January, a neat little listing that I feel like demonstrates the power of using this. Right, I'll just start typing it out from memory. Now I'm going to show you something that is a new feature. I'll just quickly open a new terminal window. Oh. So what I've just done there is edited a file in a new terminal window, which is in this specific folder, the .temp directory in the root of sino. And sino's detected this change in the file and auto reloaded it, which makes things a lot easier in terms of throwing out a listing, tweaking it, changing it, updating it, whatever you want to do. So this kind of melody sequence, it actually, the way it works is an artifact of the step function. So I won't bother to explain it all here. Basically, each time it loops round, it shifts the notes to a different key, which is ostensibly playing a kind of minor scale. But I found that quite a nice... It was quite an emotional experience actually when I discovered that. I was like, wow, this is just in one line of code. Can do quite a lot. I'll leave it playing in the background. So, a few new features. There's now an FFT library, which is pretty rudimentary. It's not like stunning audio clarity, but You can do some interesting stuff with it, which I won't demonstrate now, but you can use it to kind of isolate certain elements. You can do the kind of reversing by flipping the phases of the partials. Yeah, there's a few different interesting. I'm still exploring it. I added this really simple little function called catch, which means that when you've got a regular sync pulse being generated and you're launching new listings that are going to grab that sync pulse, the catch function just waits for the first sync pulse and then it kind of unmutes the listing. And it does that within the listing, so it won't show that it's muted because it's not kind of muted within the sound engine. But that's quite useful if you really want to be like really neat and tidy in terms of synchronization of different listings. And then you can also use panning now, which each individual listing can have its panning set, and then they're all mixed down in the sound engine. So Synta for a while has had a kind of stereo output, but there was no way to really utilize that. It was something I put off for a while because I'm not massive about stereo effects, but it was actually surprisingly simple to implement in the end. There's a bit of detail in the README documentation about it, I think. But you can do some kind of auto panning and stuff, which is quite cool. And I might expand on that in future. And then the last feature isn't a feature. I actually decided in around February, right, code freeze. I'm not going to be adding any more new features for at least like 6 months or so. Have been like squeezing little bits and pieces into the FFT library when like moments of inspiration strike. So it's not completely strict, but I really want to focus on just learning how to use this platform myself, practicing performing. I want to record more kind of jams and things to really demonstrate what you can do with it. I think when I come out of that code freeze, I'll probably be ready to take it to a new phase. So it'd be nice to have a simple either MIDI or open sound control implementation to help Synta interact with other things, and also to make it more portable. It's quite locked to either Linux or FreeBSD operating systems at the moment, so I'm toying with the idea in future of maybe adapting to the port audio library. Now this would mean that I'd release the code as like pre-built binaries for certain systems, so that's a bit more kind of administration work to do there. So let me know if you're keen to use that, if you'd find that really useful, and I'll start working on it when I come out of this code freeze. So that's about all I wanted to say for this video. Oops. Sorry, I changed the wrong file there. Part of the joy of making these videos is that it kind of puts a level of pressure onto you that you don't experience just day-to-day tweaking and playing with him. I don't know why that is, it doesn't seem to make a lot of sense, but it's quite helpful to kind of build up a kind of resilience. So I've just increased the level of the delay there, really washed it out. And then I'm going to mute this internally, the first listing, because the from operator operates before the mute. Right, so I'm hoping to upload more content soon, and especially want to do some more like performance style stuff. So take care and catch you soon.